You're watching GearWire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley, and we are here at CRC in Chicago with Chris Estes of Endless Analog. And I'm wondering if you could explain to us what it is we're looking at here today.
What we're looking at today is the CLASP analog processing system, which consists of this hardware right here, which is 24 channels of mastering-grade analog signal path, software plug-in suite here for Pro Tools, HD, Cubase, and Nuendo. And the hardware and software is controlling this Studer 827 24-track 2-inch machine over here in the corner. And the signal path is like this. On the back of this thing, you've got inputs, you've got tape send, you've got monitor outs, and you've got DAW returns. Here's the signal path. The inputs are whatever your signal chain is that you're recording for the session. Those signals go in, they come out of the tape send, they go over to the Studer. Then the signals come out of the Studer off the repro head, and they go directly into the converters, which in this instance are 192s. Then the outputs of those 192s from Pro Tools go into the DAW returns here on the CLASP. And then finally, the monitor out comes up on the desk across the tape returns. In this case, we're using the large faders. This system allows you to work with tape and Pro Tools, but without sacrificing any speed that you'd normally have when you're using Pro Tools by itself. All the editing, peeling back audio clips, cutting and pasting on the fly, quick punch, everything that you'd normally have with Pro Tools, except with a real analog tape front end with no latency in the monitoring signal path. One of the most important things that it does, it's a precision measuring device that's able to calculate the latency of the tape machine down to the sample and lock it in so that the audio that's coming off the tape machine into Pro Tools is sample accurately placed on the timeline. And it does that by taking into consideration the actual tape machine make and model, and also the wow and flutter that's happening. The system stores 3 tape speeds per machine, and it will actually store 3 machines. So if you look here on the plug-in, there's 3 different slots here for 3 different machines, and of course we've got on the first slot we've got the Studer 827 here. One of the coolest things about this is being able to switch different tape speeds in the middle of recording, and being able to decide what tape speed sounds best for each instrument or each part. We just finished a session today. We recorded full production, various tape speeds within the same song. We did the drums and bass at 15 IPS, and we cut the vocals at 7.5 IPS. We cut the guitar, I think, at a couple places at 30 IPS, and the tambourine we did at 15 IPS. So we mixed it up, different tape speeds within the same session.
Found her. She was hiding in my machine.
Hey, we're at CRC, and we're here with the Down Feathers, and they're the band that tracked today onto the CLASP system.
I'm Jared. I play guitar and I sing vocals.
I'm Lindsay, and I sing vocals.
Name's Kenji Duravic, play the bass.
And I'm Ben Carver, I play the drums.
Can you guys talk a little bit about, I guess, your experience sort of tracking with the system? Did you notice sort of were there noticeable differences, or what was the experience like?
This is the first time we've tracked the tape. I really enjoy the push tones that you can get on tape, the natural compression you can get on tape. Also, Chris acted as a wonderful producer for us. We actually were able to use natural tape slapback delay, which was really cool. And there was no delay time. Our Q mix was extremely accurate, and it made it extremely easy to perform. I really, really enjoyed the technology.
I felt, monitoring was amazing. The Q mix was amazing to be like just an exact representation of what I'm playing. I felt like it was easy to stay in the pocket. It was a lot easier to stay in the pocket.
And the sound is, even further enhanced when you come into the actual control room and hear what you've been doing. there wasn't a lot of stop and go, which is nice because we could get the take when we were warm and hot, rather than having to cool out and sit for 10 minutes. We tracked the instrumentation live. We did one punch as a band. Then we overdubbed the vocals, and we did several vocal takes.
I was just going to say that just right off the bat, all the instruments were sitting together nicely, and I've never experienced that in a Q-Mix before, trying to record, and it was amazing. It's amazing.
And with the punch-ins, it's just seamless. Like he does a quick punch, and has to do it again. Bam, it just keeps the thing rolling, and he's into it again. There's no latency and waiting for the thing to rewind.
We also did some punches with the tambourine, did a couple of punches with the guitar, utilized the different tape speeds.
When we were recording the vocals, I tried all 3 tape speeds. I tried 30 IPS, 15 IPS, and 7.5 IPS. And everybody was just like, 7.5 IPS on the vocal. That's it. And it was like, a huge difference. So there it was, 7.5 IPS. Same thing with, the drum kit and everything else. It was like, okay, it sounded good at 15 IPS. That's where we went.
It's an artistic tool. It's not only a logical recording tool, but
Thanks, guys. True, absolute zero latency analog monitoring with Pro Tools. Right. That was never possible. Sample accurate tape, compensation for your converters, fully seamless integration with Pro Tools and your tape machine, fully automatic control of the tape machine. That's a lot. Yeah. I made this for myself, and I'm just happy that people are getting inspired to use analog tape again. I'm not against digital. Yeah. I think digital is very powerful and it's wonderful. However, I don't agree that it's possible to simulate analog. And there's a lot of things going on in a tape machine. It's mechanical and it's electromagnetic. There's just so many variables going on. And I think it's cool that people try to make plugins and this and that, whatever, but there's nothing like the sound of a real analog machine, especially a really good one. There's just a thing that you get, and it's a lot more pleasing to listen to. You can actually crank it up and not cut your head off, because of the harshness and the shrillness of the top end and the just everything just kind of clangy fighting together. It's like tape is a cool thing.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time with us.
Thank you so much for coming out here. Thank you.
To get up out of my